So, okay. You know, there's a lot of rumors going on already. You know, the leagues, even though they're still talking about, you know, ending the lockout or whatever, there's a lot of league rumors going on. A lot of like guys like Chris Paul and they're talking about Rajon Rondo too. So I want to ask you, do you think there's any chance during this season that they might actually trade somewhere between Chris Paul, Rajon Rondo, and Russell Westbrook? I've been hearing him because they want to get rid of him.
I think there's a chance. I think I don't think New Orleans wants to just sit back and let Chris Paul leave for nothing, and B, go through what Denver went through last year. I think Del Demps, GM, is a little more very aggressive, proactive. I don't think Westbrook will be traded in Oklahoma City. I think Rondo, because of Rondo's salary, it's a tradable salary. You know, he'll continue to be talked about because Boston's got to decide how they're going to rebuild after this year and how they want to go forward. So Boston's got a lot of different scenarios they can look at. So I think his name will keep coming up.
That's surprising, though. He should be the central piece to their building block. You know, he's their youngest guy and arguably their best player, right?
So, I think it would, there's very few players in the league who are untradeable, who just you're never going to talk about.
Right.
And since they have a GM, Ainge is very aggressive. I think he'll talk about any of their guys anytime. And so, I mean, you know, outside of LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, you can count on one hand the guys in the league who are really never going to be in trade talks.
All right.
And then the other 99%, another 90% are going to be in them because, you know, so, yeah, I think it'll continue.
So
I don't necessarily think that means he'll get traded, but I think his name will keep coming up.
Do you think a guy like Rondo would be a better fit for a team like Oklahoma City, though? Because, you know, Oklahoma City, they just went through this whole thing with Durant and Westbrook.
I think that Durant and Westbrook, Oklahoma City went through what every young team goes through.
Right.
Young team learning how to win in the playoffs. You look at history and groups that have been together, they all went through that. You know, some tension, trying to learn how to win in the playoffs. You know, a lot came very quickly for that group. And I think what they went through last year was natural, and you don't break a team up because they're 22, 23-year-old guys stumbling their first time trying to beat. And to beat an elite Dallas team that was poised to win a title, I don't think you make drastic decisions off that. I think you continue to let that team grow and keep putting pieces in around them.
Do you think it works, though, like Durant and Westbrook? It seems
I don't think it's bad between them. I think they're trying to figure out how to play together. I don't think it's bad between them. I think they've got to figure out how to play together at certain times, but I don't think it's bad between them. I don't believe that. Rondo's a strong personality too.
Yeah.
Rondo's a strong personality. Yeah. So, you know, some of the issues you think you might have with Westbrook, you might have with Rondo too. So, I don't think they're gonna. I've gotten every indication from Oklahoma City that they'll sign Westbrook to a long-term extension. I don't think they're looking to move him.
Oh wow, that's. I guess yeah. I mean, I was really wondering because I think Westbrook's name's it's been kind of popping up all over the place because of all the tension and stuff. So I wanted to ask you that question. Where do you think Chris Paul's gonna end up? In your opinion?
I guess New York, but if he's going to play for the Knicks, he's going to have to take a lot less money.
Do you think he'd do that?
Only he knows that. If he's willing to take a lot less money, he'll play for the Knicks. If not, maybe he'll get traded somewhere else and sign an extension.
What do you think about the Knicks team right now? Like even just with Billups and those two guys, do you think like in a 7-game series, if they met in the playoffs against say the Heat, do you think no?
I don't think their parts fit. I'll be curious to see how how Amari and Anthony play together in a long season. I'm not sure they complement each other. I think they're both going to have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
And Billups will help them, but
it's hard.
I don't think they're ready to jump over Miami.
Yeah, it's hard to because none of them are really passers. So
no,
yeah, I guess that's the main thing.
They're isolation guys, and Amari's a pick and roll guy. It'll be interesting.